I am Max Lesechko, senior software engineer at Adobe, and today we will talk about upgrades and changes for the coming 2.4 release. This is our agenda for today, and I hope you, as Florentin said, I hope you enjoyed this event, and the next 30 minutes you will enjoy as well. First of all, we will discuss a bit what is new in the coming release. After that, I will explain you, give you more information about recent changes to the release process for Adobe Commerce. After that, there will be a big deep dive into dependencies upgrade. This will be a technical part of the presentation. I will show you how you can prepare for the coming upgrade, what steps you can take to make it more easy for you. And we will be. I will show you the. I will describe you about what we have in Platform Health Community project. If you are not familiar with it yet, there will be some interesting information, and also. We will discuss, not discuss, but we will look at Adobe Beta program and what it can give you. So what is in 2.44 release? And you can open your imagination and just start thinking there will be something cool, maybe. But today, I am going to tell you about platform health. And as you know, or maybe not, this is other side of the release process. So each release consists on multiple release tracks. For example, security is pretty important for every release, or performance track. I think I should not explain what it means, but this about improvements which we go in and try to, which we apply for some releases, and we think performance is pretty important for us. Some releases may contain features, quality. What means quality track is bug fixes and not only. So this is quality of the release. And the platform health. So platform health includes upgrades to the platform and health of the platform overall. During this talk, you will get better understanding what platform health means. And I wanted to talk a bit about why 2.44 release is unique, and it is unique. You see just few items on the screen that explains why it is unique. First of all, several dependencies, composer dependencies, JavaScript dependencies were removed from the system. This have not happened pretty often. And this is new, and this contributes to reducing TCO. And we will dig into it more in more details a bit later, and you will see what was removed. More than half of JavaScript dependencies were updated, and there's not only small dependencies. Some of them are important, viable for the system, and pretty impactful. We will have multiple beta releases for 2.44 release. We have not had it before. This is new, and first beta will be released this month. So you can try to you can see what is in this beta and start your path of adoption of your code to it. The coming release will support PHP 8.1 version. And there is one a new thing to this release. Some of beta releases will support PHP 8.0, but the final release version will not have support of PHP 8.0. I will mention and explain it a bit later. Another one new thing for this release is removal most of vendor bundled extensions. As you know, we have a product meta package that bundled with a list of extensions. Most of them you will have, please looking for updates. There will be additional information what extensions will be removed. They will be removed only from the product meta package if you are talking about composer distribution model, and you will be able to continue use these extensions from the marketplace. So yeah, please look for a new information, for a new updates. And improved upgrade compatibility tool to help you with upgrades. This tool definitely will simplify upgrades, and there are a lot of changes. Some of them also covers and simplify your upgrade to the current release. So let's talk a bit about changes to the release process. And there are changes to the release process as well. And 2.44 release will be the first release that will adopt these new changes. Everyone who tried to upgrade Magento familiar with difficulties that may be when you're upgrading a customized instance, and like every instance is customized with marketplace extensions, with customizations for the store. So, and it is complex and time consuming. And we wanted to help you to deal with it. And there are like one more difficult, like the most difficult part, most impactful change usually is this upgrade of PHP and PHP unit. And usually it requires a lot of changes on your side. And I am talking about number of changes. So this may be not, this is not a targeted change that affects all the systems. So usually these changes are the most impactful, as well as upgrades for some JavaScript libraries. They affect many functionality across the system. And also, I think everyone aware that you should install updates as soon as they're available. You should not postpone it, and because this may result in some security issues. And in case we will look back that upgrades are complex and time consuming, this contradicts the requirement that upgrades should be installed as soon as possible. So how we are going to make it more simple? So we are going to align, first of all, I will give you short representation part of the simplified release strategy. At the end of the talk, you will find the link to the simplified release strategy. You can find much more information there. First of all, we are going to align Adobe releases with PHP releases. And first, the coming PHP release 8.1 are going to be released in November this year. And Adobe Commerce 2.4.4, which will be released in March, will support PHP 8.1. So this will be a bit more than 3 months between releases. Also, we are going to reduce number of releases with breaking changes, let's name it in this way. So releases with upgrade to minor and major version. And also, we are going to combine these upgrades to the system dependencies with upgrade of PHP as the most impactful system dependency. Here, as you see, the representation of the current end-of-life policy. And at the end of the talk, there will be a link to policy, and you can read and get more understanding how it will work. And as you can see, 2.4.4 and 2.4.5 releases will support 8.1, and the common version between 2.4.3 and lower and 2.4.4 and higher will be 7.4. So this version will be used for upgrades. So let's talk about technical part of it and dependencies upgrades. And do you know how many dependencies Magento has and what they are? So here is the representation of types of dependencies. This is our internal classification, and we created, we put all the dependencies in these 5 buckets: System, Composer, JS Built-in, JS NPM, and API. First dependency I want to talk about is system dependencies. And you can, again, open your imagination and think about what system dependencies are. And I think many of you or all of you already seen this list. So here is this list from, this list represents the same information you can find on DevDocs. So this is real system dependencies and what we are going to upgrade for the current release. So here is Elasticsearch upgrade to the version 2.7.10. Upgrade is planned, version is not fixed, and this is official version from the DevDocs. But I can say you that maybe the version will be higher. PHP upgrade to 8.1. Redis will be upgraded to 6.2. At this moment, the Redis version and Varnish versions is the latest minor versions available. And at the time of upgrade, this version may be changed. So this is not the final versions here, but when this dependency will be upgraded, you will get updated information on it. Also, I want to share with you this small list. It does not look like small, but this small subset of backward incompatible changes in 8.0. I want to mention just a few of them. I think this list is the most impactful changes for your system, but maybe you will have your own list. For example, the new result word match. As a result of it, we renamed a few classes in Magento code, Adobe Commerce and Magento Open Source. One more thing I want to mention specifically is the add operator will not longer silence fatal errors. Please pay attention to it because this change may show some sensitive information for public, because this operator does not suppress errors anymore. So this may cause some security issues for your instance. All other things are, please look through this list, and I definitely encourage you to go to the PHP.net and find upgrade guide and all the information related to backward incompatible changes. And definitely check your instance, what else you may need to update for your system. And in this list, you see namespace, you see changes to tokens on PHP side. This resulted in many changes for our tests. And if you are dealing somewhere with tokens, please check your functionality as well. The next type of dependencies is composer dependencies. I guess all of you already, all of you know what composer means and what these dependencies are. But what is the structure of dependencies for Magento? composer dependencies. And on this slide, you can see representation for two different cases. On the left side, you see direct composer dependencies for the Adobe Commerce project. But you can see, as you can see here, it also includes dev dependencies. Your production instance should not include dev dependencies, and what the structures of dependencies will be, you can see on the right side of your screen. As you can see, one vendor is Laminas, represents more for production instance more than 40% of dependencies. Why I especially mention this? Because in order to get to have PHP 8.1 support for the coming release, we need to have all the dependencies updated, and all of them should support PHP 8.1 as well. As you know, Lamina's project pretty huge, and right now we pay attention to changes to dependencies in this project, and even try to help to upgrade some of Lamina's dependencies in order to unblock upgrade of Magento. And what was updated? So here is, you can see 25% of constraints were updated. We have some wide dependencies for some. We have some wide constraints for dependencies, but for some other dependencies, we have more strict constraints. It's resulted in that we need to update these constraints. And it does not mean that we need to just update constraints. Some of the upgrades were impactful on our system, and this will also were impactful on the Magento open source and Adobe Commerce, and this also may affect functionality of your extensions. So please pay attention to it. Some of versions were updated. And what was updated here? So first of all, let's discuss what was removed. We tried to reduce number of dependencies, just to simplify upgrades. And you can see a list of 3 Laminas dependencies removed and 1 additional dependency removed. It is not needed anymore. The most impactful upgrades for you will be upgrade to the PHP unit 9.5 and upgrade to the next major version of Lamina's code. So please check what was updated, and I hope Magento coding standards and upgrade compatibility tool will help you with your upgrade. The next type of dependencies I wanted to talk about is JavaScript built-in dependencies. What is it? It's JavaScript libraries building into the core code, so distributed with the core code. Here is a list of updated and removed dependencies. You can see more than 60% of the JavaScript dependencies were updated, and even 20% were removed. So what they are. Here is a list of libraries removed. Modernizer, ES6 collection, form data, mutation observer. All of them were removed because browsers right now have built-in support of this functionality, and they are not needed anymore. The most impactful updates you may expect this upgrade for jQuery, for TinyMCE, and less impactful, this knockout and underscore. But that's our expectation. Maybe this will be different in your case. Next dependency is JS NPM dependencies. As you know, there is you can install locally projects, and you have package.json in the root directory. So what was updated? As you can see, more than 50% of NPM dependencies were updated. 13 still in progress. So we expect to have a bigger number of updated dependencies of NPM. And in most cases, it should not affect your production instance because usually it's used mostly for development. And API dependencies, what it means. So this is API dependencies is mostly integrations, shipping, payment, marketing, content, and many other in our system. We do not have plans to update any of this integration for the coming release, but if we will have some spare time, maybe. How you can prepare for the upgrade? So first of all, here is the representation of supported upgrade process, and you can find it in dev blog, I think. So just for you to know, there are different ways how you can upgrade from version to version. Maybe nothing new, maybe something new, but there will be quarters when only security release will be released. All these releases with P1, P2, P3, the security releases only. Just telling for people who don't know it. How to prepare for upgrades? This is the steps. So first of all, I would recommend you to follow changes on platform health community backlog. I would recommend you to participate in Adobe Beta program, and please utilize functionality of upgrade compatibility tool. I hope you was able to join the talk from Sergio and Daniel today at this event. So platform health community project. What this project are and what we achieved to the moment. So already we have completed more than 150 issues. We have more than 100 merged pull requests, and we have contributions to more than 10 projects. And I want to thank you everyone who contribute to the code, to the documentation, to help with testing. We are doing our system better. So here is how you can get updated, and where you can ask information, how you can participate. So first of all, please follow changes on platform health project. You will see it's in real time. You can report new issue, and please report new issue you can find in beta, and we will prioritize them and try to fix them as soon as possible. Feel free to join Magento Community Engineering Slack channel and ask questions. And also, if you're interested how to contribute, please go to contribution guide and get educated about it. So I want to talk a bit about Adobe Beta program. What is it and how it can help you? So there are 3 simple steps. First is sign the NDA. After that, you can receive beta packages regularly. And first of all, you will receive notifications that package is available and you can download it. So first of all, who is eligible for it? Solution partners and technology partners. How you will be notified about it? There will be blog post on Solution Partner portal. You will get email notification, and also you can just follow us on Twitter, and you will get you will see tweet about that beta is available. You will get access to the beta packages, which you can download from the composer, and also you will get access to Git repositories if you need it. Yeah, here is a list of benefits why beta program can help you. First of all, you can sooner see the changes in code and start adopting your system to the coming changes. You definitely can provide feedback about changes to the system and how they can be impactful for you or many other. So please provide your feedback to the Slack channel or create issues in GitHub, and we will start from there. And also, as I mentioned, we are going to release multiple beta releases. So you will regularly get a new code. This will not happen a few weeks before the GA. So you will start getting these updates, and new code starts from this month. And here is the list of additional resources. Yeah, please scan QR code, and you will get all these links, what you can get information from. As I mentioned before, the simplified release strategy, you can please read it, and updated Adobe Commerce Software Lifecycle Policy. When I attached a list of vendor bundle extensions, but as I mentioned, it will be reduced significantly, and to date, I don't have any information I can share with you, but please keep looking on the Magento dev blog, and updates are coming. So we have some time for Q&A session. So I will check what we have in the chat.
Thank you, Max, for this great presentation. This is really good news. We have a few questions for you. So first question is, are there any plans to upgrade compatibility to MySQL 8 anytime soon?
We don't have plan to upgrade. Great. 1 second. MySQL plans to upgrade compatibility. Oh, could you please clarify the question? So we do support MySQL 8.
MySQL 8 anytime soon. The question is not so clear. So Vlad, can you give us more details?
If the question, like, if I understand correct, we have declared support, we do have declared support of MySQL 8.0 on DevDocs, and we do support it. So I'm a bit confused about this question.
Okay, let's take another question. The second question comes from Paul. Is there any open source alternative for the upgrade compatibility tool?
As far as I know, upgrade compatibility tool is open source. Maybe I'm mistaken. I need to double check, but I think it should be available for everyone. What I can say you for sure, please rely on the Magento. 1 second. I want to say correct name from the very beginning of the tool. Magento coding standard. So not Magento coding standard will not help you a lot. There are a lot of changes there, but will not help you a lot. I'm a bit confused this question. Sorry for that. My understanding was that this tool is open source. I need to double check with Sergio and Daniel.
Okay. And the third question, Magento 2.4.4 will have full support for AWS Aurora?
We do support AWS Aurora. What full support means? Like, I would recommend to ask these questions in Magento community Slack channels. There are some specialized channels like design, and you can feel free to ask these questions there, and you will get answers from the people who work with this functionality.
Okay, that's it, I think. Thank you all for being here. Thank you again, Max.
Yeah, thank you, everyone,
have a great day.
and participation. Have a great rest of your day.